Welcome to Finding Your Way, the Truth Resonates course on spiritual growth and attainment. This course will lead you through a variety of topics designed to gently expand your understanding of yourself and reality. Most of these topics include one or more energetic transmissions that will greatly facilitate your ability to perceive and work with various aspects of your experience. They will ultimately yield a much richer and denser understanding of the material. And they will give you access to certain orthogonal movements of consciousness, such as enlightenment, that are difficult, if not impossible, for most people to find on their own. If you are watching this, you may or may not have already answered the question that is the topic of this lesson. What is the point of all of this? What is the point of spiritual seeking? Why would we want to go down this path when it often feels difficult and painful to do so? And why would we want to take this course? I can't give you all the reasons why you may or may not want to seek spiritually. All I can tell you are the reasons why I chose to seek. In my adult life, I was a successful lawyer, in a happy marriage, with 2 children I loved, living in a beautiful home. I had achieved everything society said I should want, and that was supposed to collectively bring me happiness. Except I wasn't happy. I felt that something wasn't right, that something was missing. I started to realize that no markers of success would ultimately bring me true happiness. I had aspects of myself that I didn't like, but couldn't seem to change. Parts of me that clung to unhealthy behaviors. Parts of me that craved wealth and power for the comfort, security, and control it would bring to my life. Petty addictions that I couldn't let go of, but were causing me grief. And all of those unhealthy aspects were increasingly dominating my thought stream, causing expanding suffering, since that wasn't who I wanted to be. I didn't understand why there had to be such a large gap between my desired self and my actual self. So I started seeking. And I ultimately entered into a period of truly explosive spiritual growth for 3 primary reasons. First, I wanted to improve and make myself better than I was. I started to see myself more clearly, and I began to understand the ways in which I could actively heal myself through continuing expansion. I wanted to capitalize on that and heal my psyche. Second, I wanted to understand myself, others, and the universe. I wanted to make sense out of a reality that in so many key ways appeared nonsensical to me. Finally, I wanted to alleviate suffering, both my own and others. Especially as I started to grow spiritually and magically and realize what I was capable of, my desire to help others began to blossom into a passionate drive towards service. I can't tell you whether the difficulties and discomforts of following your spiritual path are worth it for you. Only you can tell yourself that. It has certainly been worth it for me. Despite all of the hardships and suffering on my path, I feel so much more full of life than I ever felt before, with such a greater density of experience and such a larger sense of understanding about reality and also control over my own destiny. I could never imagine returning to what I was before I began this journey. At its core, the point of each of our lives is the pursuit of value fulfillment. Pursuing value fulfillment, as I understand it, is moving in resonance with our soul's purpose, doing the things that bring us genuine joy in a way that betters ourselves and the world. So how do we get ourselves to a place where we can pursue value fulfillment? We heal ourselves, and as we do, we help heal the world. We learn about the confusions and blind spots towards reality that have permeated our experience, and we let them go in favor of understandings that resonate better and yield more favorable outcomes. And that is the point of this course. If you follow this course, receive the transmissions that are offered, and learn to work with the tools that the transmissions and teachings will impart, you will emerge at the conclusion of the course with a greatly enhanced understanding of yourself, those you interact with, reality itself, and the ways in which all of those things are in fact the same thing. You will also begin to learn how to much more effectively coordinate your own reality in order to manifest your desires in a way that will lead to a much more wholesome and much less volatile existence. The path of spiritual growth has historically involved substantial suffering, with difficult lessons learned at great cost over many decades and lifetimes. A huge part of my purpose, and the larger purpose of Truth Resonates and Sangha Society, is to, as much as is possible, remove the suffering from the process of growth. The truly difficult work in the process of spiritual seeking has always been the choice to seek, the choice to turn away from our hiding from the things we are afraid of, and the choice to turn away from clinging to the things that are comfortable but unwholesome. With the help of the energetic technologies presented in this course, it is now possible to grow spiritually with minimal suffering. All you have to do is make the choice to seek. I unfortunately can't promise you that everything I teach in the course will resonate with you, and that is perfectly all right. As we will discuss further in Chapter 2, the wholesome movement of seeking is one in which you are open and flexible, taking what resonates and setting aside the rest. If one aspect of what I am teaching does not resonate with you, please feel free to set it aside. Although this course will provide you with many powerful tools with which to improve your well-being, there is still considerable work for you to do. In order to grow spiritually and clear your karma, you must diligently and fearlessly look at yourself, both the good and the bad, and refuse to turn away. Refuse to hide from your discomfort. Refuse to cling to what is comfortable. Seek. Seek consistently and continuously, with an attitude of playfulness towards yourself and everything you interact with. If you can manage that, reality quite literally becomes your playground. Throughout the course, if you have questions, please email me at info@truthresonates.com, ask the question on the Sangha Society Discord server, or post a message on the Truth Resonates forum. I look forward to sharing with you much of what I have learned so far. I hope that this course leads you to ever-expanding realms of understanding and joy. Be well.